Hey there, happy market update Monday. The June 2021 Homedex report numbers are out. Surprise, surprise. Prices are still trending upwards. Inventory is still trending downwards. But what sellers and buyers need to know about what changes are reflected in this report and what to look out for the next couple months. Stay tuned. So thanks again for joining me and coming back today. Happy market update Monday. You know, there are definitely some winds of change that we're seeing in our marketplace, not just here in San Diego, but across the United States. So by no means am I saying that the market is drastically changing or coming back and is still predominantly a seller's market. However, on the boots on the ground, we're definitely noticing some behavioral characteristic differences in buyers' behavior, basically the way that they're spending their money and buying homes. And also, we're not noticing as much activity on every single home. Yes, we're still getting very strong offers. And yes, buyers are very motivated and are still a little bit limited inventory, but we're just not seeing some of the craziness that we were seeing just a couple months ago. And it's starting to reflect in these numbers. So things are very mild right now in terms of seeing the shift, but I bet you if you wait a couple of months in this same report, we're going to start to see inventory levels start to creep up a little bit. That list price to sale price actually start to level out, and right now you're already seeing our median price points start to level out as well. So let's jump right into what the numbers are saying right now. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below, call me directly. Happy to get this full report out to you if you'd like it and talk more about how it specifically affects you. Let's dive right into the report. So basically the new listings in June was 1,342 listings. That's down 7.8% from the year before. Now, if you remember the last couple of months, it was actually down double digits from like 17 to 30%, I believe. And so jumping into pending sales, we actually have 1,254 pending sales that went pending during the month of June. Now, again, that's down slightly, but only 3.5% down from the year before. So you're starting to see that line level out to basically zero, being right on track of where we were at last year. The closed sales, we had 1,266 closed sales, which actually is a huge number because this is the first time in over a year that we've had 1,206 or over 1,200 closed sales in over the last year. And that's up 16.7% from the same time last year. Now, remember last year, we're still coming out of COVID, but June, people were out and buying. And that's when we realized that COVID wasn't going to negatively impact our market. We were actually going nuts in that time of the year. Days on market, we're down at 12 days, less than 2 weeks on the market to sell a home on average. Again, these are single family detached homes in North County, but that's down 60% from last year. Again, that's still an amazing number no matter what market you're in. 12 days, that's super fast. The median sales price is at $960,000. Now, May, that was $950,000. So we stepped up just about 1% from month to month. Year over year, that's 37%. That's huge numbers in terms of, long-term, just long-term growth basically in trends. But the other thing to note is that going back through the last couple of months or maybe 6-8 months, this year, let's just say this year specifically, there's been much bigger gains between $20,000, $40,000, and $70,000. I believe it was $70,000 gain in the median sales price between April and May, if I'm not mistaken, or March to April, one of those months. Either way, there's been a lot bigger gains. And now we're actually getting down to like 1% as opposed to, 10% month over month, right? So starting to kind of level out a little bit. We'll see what next month does, but we're not seeing those huge swings in price point jumps. Now, average price point is at $1,280,000, a little over $1,280,000. Now, this one actually has come down from last month. Okay, the last 2 months, April and May, have both shown small decreases in terms of the average sales price. So that's one slight correction or one notification that we're seeing that things are changing just a little bit. It's still up 42% from the year before, which is hugely amazing in terms of trends over a year. But again, we're looking at the micro month-to-month changes just to see how the market's reacting. The original percent of price received is 105.7% for average of just North County, San Diego alone in detached homes. That is a huge, huge difference. some zip codes were posting, percentage price point gains that much, or sales price over list price. Zip codes are posting at their data points are so much smaller. Their sample size is so much smaller than all of North County, San Diego. So that's huge to have that at 105.7%. However, I'm starting to see just boots on the ground, and I believe we're going to be reflected maybe next month, next after that. And we talked about it last month. This one did rise from last month to this month, but I'm looking for that to start evening out and actually starting to come back down. However, the last 6 months of the year, maybe even 8 months of the year, it's been going up either 0.5% or 1.5% every single month to month. So that's where it's gone down from like this 98% all the way up to 105, almost 106% sale price to list price. So that's amazing. Inventory of homes for sale is 1,104. That's down 54% since the same time last year. And then you'll notice this number right here. The month supply of inventory is at 1 month. Okay, so this is the bigger kicker that, again, if you compare last month's report with this month's report, there's kind of some inconsistencies when it comes to the number of just some of the numbers in there, right? So basically what they've told me is that they, after they publish a report, sometimes other numbers become available and they'll make those adjustments. However, every month in the last 6 months, it seems it's been going down 0.1 month of inventory, lower. Last month, the report said it was at 0.8 months for all of North County, San Diego. This month, it says that it's at 1 month of inventory, meaning that those inventory levels stepped up a little bit. However, if you forward back into this report a little bit more and look at the month over month, those numbers look to be corrected where it's been 1 month of inventory for the last 3 months. So not sure how exactly to report that, but again, boots on the ground, we're starting to notice that there is more inventory starting to sit a little bit longer. And it's the inventory that the sellers have priced a little bit higher, or they've priced in the overbid trajectory into that price point, and it seems to be sitting a lot longer, and the prices are starting to coming down. I noticed 3 price reductions last week alone, and I don't think I've seen a price reduction in a long time. So we are starting to see the market speaking to certain ends of how you price a property and how you position a property in the market. So again, if you have any specific questions, please don't hesitate to leave your comments below or give me a call directly. I'd love to speak to you about how this might affect your situation or might impact your situation, having the right knowledge. We also can get you a direct report for your specific zip code or more general area. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you found value in this report today. Again, thanks again for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon.